Hello friends, how we doing? I'm Chris THRALL. I'm a former Royal Marines Commando, da-na-na-na, and I'm now the host of the popular Bought the T-Shirt podcast, with half of my dinner over that T-shirt. So for some time now, I've been asked if I'd do a reaction video to Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and I've kind of held back, but I've had this demo video in one of the folders on my computer for just ages now, so I thought I'd finally just do a walkthrough and a talk through, and hopefully possibly enlighten some of our young people as to the reality of what these games are about and how realistic they are. So without further ado, there we go. That's the game that we're going to be talking about, and let's rock.
Alex and Commander Karim's forces have destroyed General Barkov's forward operations base, temporarily limiting Russian air capability in Urzikstan. We need to move fast. Sergeant Garrick, thanks to your intel, we tracked the Alcatala cell responsible for the Piccadilly attack to a town.
So, pretty much a Hollywood scenario, isn't it? Painting out that we're all going to be killed in our beds in 45 minutes. Well, the actual truth is, if when you find out the reality behind these sort of attacks, they're very often what's referred to as false flag operations, aren't they? I.e., they're actually conducted by Western secret services in order to then blame an enemy and then have the excuse to go to war. Because if you go to war, you sell bombs, bullets and guns, and you steal a shitload of oil.
House in North London. 3 SAS teams will get inside and connect the dots. If the Wolf is in possession of the stolen Russian gas in Urzikstan, we need to find him.
The Wolf? Would your parents really call you the Wolf? Poor guy.
Be advised, there may be non-combatants on target. Check your shots.
So does anyone playing these games ever really check their shots, or does it matter who you kill? That's something again, isn't it, about these games? They give you this unrealistic degree of separation between killing people on screen and the actual reality of doing this job in a theatre of war, which is probably going to mess you up for life. What's it say in the scriptures? Something like "Thou shalt not kill," doesn't it? And probably says that for quite a good reason.
Targets are up, boys. Let's kick this off.
So I'm not sure if that's the accurate lingo. That's what we call the start line there. Right, boys, let's kick this off. I guess it could be. But would the SAS really be conducting an operation like this? This would more likely be left to a police unit, wouldn't it? An elite special weapons, like a sort of what the Americans would call a SWAT team, right? Okay, that would never happen. If you ever tried chopping through a stainless steel padlock or a hardened carbon steel padlock, it's actually easier to chop through the gate using those we call them bolt croppers in the military. It's just easier to cut through the soft iron of the gate. Those padlocks are, they're designed that way for a reason, huh? So you're going to have to assume that there's been some sort of recce done here, aren't you? Otherwise there could be cameras. These guys could be compromised already. Anybody with a set of night vision goggles or apparatus like these guys are using are going to see them coming a mile away. You got the problems of animals, for the most part dogs, isn't it? Barking that can give the game away, and you can't plan things like that. Just take my webcam off. What's it say there? Cleanhouse. That's the name of this level, right? Sergeant Kyle Garrick. Do you think they should have told the Americans who programmed this game that very hard push to find anyone in England called Kyle? I think I've met one in 51 years. SAS Anti-Terror Wing. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's I don't think it's actually called that, but I guess it doesn't really matter, does it?
Bravo 6. Moving on the...
So I guess we're having to assume here that they've done a recce before and he knows he can just slip the bolt on this gate. Price, that's the name I keep getting flagged, that keeps getting flagged up in my life. I wonder why.
Rear garden.
Bravo 6, this is Alpha 2. About to enter the west alley.
Copy.
So there's an expression in the military, no plan survives first contact. So in essence, all of this would have gone to rat shit already. Somebody would have heard them. Someone would have been running out the back door, starting shooting. These guys would, not a lot of people know this, but most special forces operations, they screw up. More special forces operations fail than actually succeed. So this is all going nicely to plan at the minute, right?
Bravo 6, moving interior.
Okay, so if you're going to get a metal ladder out, something metallic like that, you'd already have secured sponges to it using gaffer tape, so when it leant against the window, it's not going to make that rattle. Remember, if you can hear it, every dog in the neighbourhood's going to hear it, and anybody in that window's going to hear it, if not the whole house.
I'll get the kettle on.
Quiet.
Okay.
We'll work with the Ultramarathons group. They'll handle operations in the east office.
So yeah, they took her out. Went fairly simply, didn't it? Again, she would have screamed the place down, wouldn't she? In reality, but I get it. It's a game.
To the attack.
Trust the wolf. You know I do. But this operation failed.
Trust the wolf. I never trust any wolves.
This is not safe. Your dead brothers made sure of that.
We were supposed to have double the body count. It's all over the flippin' telly. That's the point.
Drop on.
Yeah, like I get. So first of all, right, you never go for a headshot. You aim for the center of the mass, right? especially it's dark, that you know, if you're wearing night vision goggles, this sort of thing, you aim for the centre. You're trying to take that person out quickly. But, you know, let's not be finicky about this. But what you can say is pretty nasty, isn't it? It's just, whichever kid is playing this, and I'm guessing that you probably start playing these games, when you're around 13, if not younger. I know they've probably got an age limit on them, but you get my point. I'm looking at the language there. Yeah, that would insinuate that there's an age limit, right? But really, the function of this is to desensitize youngsters as to the extreme violence. It's a recruiting tool, obviously, for the military, isn't it? You'll find behind games like this, believe it or not, you've got the top-level intelligence services will have a say in how this game is produced. The other day, if you check out one of my upcoming podcasts with a guy called Tim Heel, his job was exactly this, what we're talking about. His job for, I think it's called 15 UK Psychological Warfare Group, was to devise methods through social systems like social media, through media such as this game, to direct a certain message out there to control certain groups in society. This game's obviously aimed at controlling the youth, getting them to think war is heroic, getting them to think that you don't get like PTSD if you just shoot a complete stranger in the head or gun down a woman. Well, of course, as we're seeing at the moment, we're in a veteran suicide epidemic. People are coming back from these conflicts in the Middle East, and it's not going good for them. And anyone with a sort of degree of intellect is going to ask the question, why? What's the issue about going to war, then coming back, then wanting to kill yourself? It's not pleasant.
Secure.
Okay, so technically speaking, you're going to get people arguing the Geneva Convention here, aren't you? Were these people really a threat? They didn't give them any warning, which you tend to by law. You didn't give them a chance to surrender. Yeah, I guess that the argument would be it's the middle of a high octane operation. You can't be, slowing down, taking prisoners with a small team. And the argument is always going to be, well, they had a weapon, or they could have had a weapon, or they could have detonated a device, right? But quite a lot of the time, it's just horse shit. The special forces are just going to go in, shoot everybody dead. It's just the way it is.
Alpha 3. Entering through the front door.
Good restraint there from shooting one of his own guys. Right. No! You would never do this. Not that I've been on such a special forces operation, but I have been on operations. This is called bunching. All it needs now is one dude to lean over that balcony with a submachine gun or similar, or an AK. Those guys are all gone, aren't they? They're history. Maybe their body armour's going to give them a bit of protection, but like one quick burst and they're gone. They're bunching. You wouldn't, and unless you're preparing to go through a door when you need to get your guys through as quick as possible. Guys, I say guys, there's girls now in the special forces, aren't there? Not British special forces yet, because I don't think anyone's passed the training, but there certainly are in the Swedish special forces. They have been for some time.
Bravo 6, moving to the first floor.
If I saw those four guys coming up my stairs, I'd think it was a Ninja Turtles fancy dress party, and that they got the wrong house. Somebody's panicking now, aren't they? Oh, take cover. So, bit unrealistic, isn't it? You already saw the guy nearly got slotted, and yet, what did he do? He just went back around the exact corner where the guy's just almost shot him, right? In this situation, it'd be a stun grenade. It'd be a stun grenade, obviously it would take all the windows out. I guess there could be a mission, a mission objective here is not to make any noise, not to let to get in and out without making too much noise. Why these weapons, I don't know, are they silenced? They sound like it, don't they? So maybe that's why they're not using stun grenades. But you wouldn't really walk around a door frame like that if someone was going to shoot at you. Not unless you're a bit stupid.
Over behind the door. X-ray down.
Yeah, so your abiding memory there is I shot a woman through the eye and she didn't die. Then she got up and she tried to defend herself, so then I shot the fuck out of her. It's not pleasant, is it? And just one little incident like this in the whole of a war is enough to screw one person up. How these guys would ever get over this stuff is probably why there's quite a chronic drinking problem within the armed forces, isn't it? And also a lot of domestic issues.
2 X-rays down.
Copy.
We fast forward a bit. Bunching again. Spread out.
Bravo 6, moving
I said spread out.
to the second floor.
I said spread out. Guys, I'm not going to tell you. Ugh.
Outside the door!
What did I tell him? What did I tell him? There's just no telling some people. These guys are supposed to be professionals. Come on, let's shoot some more women. Maybe we can get some children as well. That'll be... Did he just shoot a pillow? Right. Who's your money on? My money is on the dude with a Christmas hat on. Watch this. Oh no. My money was on the other guy, like the techie, like special SAS, ninja, stormtrooper type guy. That's what I meant.
Floor secure.
Right in the stairs.
He's dragging his injured mate out the way. It's just the fact there's a baby screaming is going to be enough to scar you for life, isn't it? Let's fast forward a bit. Right, let's see how they deal with this, right? when you go into conflict, you do these kind of drills. When I served in the Northern Ireland conflict, we had to go into a village. We had live ammunition, and all these targets and stuff pop up. Some of them, they're the enemy. Some of them, there's just a woman carrying a baby, right? And what you do sometimes is when you're patrolling through, everyone whispers beforehand, right? On the third evolution, everyone shoot the baby. It's not a real baby, folks. It's a dummy that pops up, right? Or on the fifth evolution, right? Everyone shoot the postman. So you get this poor postman dummy with like, 50 or 60 rounds in them. Okay, how's this going to play out?
Hands up, now!
Right, well, had the other shots been anything to go by, she would have... This guy let her pick up the baby, didn't he? So I'm guessing this is someone who's played this game that knows she's just about to pick up the baby. Or am I just being incredibly naive?
Don't move!
Secure him. Shut that kid up.
Ordinarily in this situation, if you were true special forces, you would have shot the woman, and then you'd have put that kid on eBay. It's like a very adult game of hide and seek, isn't it? One in which you kind of get like really dead.
Secure.
Last floor, take point, Sergeant.
Whoop. Peekaboo. Yeah, before you go running around corners or charging around a corner, you want to make sure that you've got some ammunition on loaded on your weapon. Fast forward a bit. Oh. Go on, Smudge. You shoot the door in. Nah, Knocker, you do it, mate. Go on. I did the last one. No, mate. Go on. I'm feeling generous. No, it's all right. It's all right. You just shoot it. Go on, shoot. Yeah, but I don't want to ruin the lock, mate. It's a nice one. There's nice stainless steel job, you know, like Fort Knox, isn't it? Yeah, you're right. Actually, should we go home? Yeah, let's go down a pub.
Locked.
Try and take him alive.
After all that.
Down, get down!
Yes, the old wave your hands against an automatic weapon. This isn't going to end well, is it? I got images here of Osama.
Don't shoot, please!
In the movie, that is.
They were going to kill
Don't
me!
move!
They
Stop!
locked me in here!
Drop her.
I said stop!
Clear.
She's just reaching for her cigarettes. These guys have got itchy trigger fingers.
All teams, townhouse secure. Commence SSE.
Copy, boss. Roger.
Trust the place.
Toss the place. I'm guessing they mean search the place. I don't know if that's an Americanism creeping in there, but I've never heard the expression toss the place.
Sergeant, see what you can find.
See what you can find. I found a teacup. Sarge, I found a teacup. Do we need any cups back at the barracks? Didn't you... Sarge, you broke one last week, didn't you? Look, this is a good one. It's got I Love New York on it.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, look. Got myself a stapler. I've always wanted a decent bit of office stationery. I wonder how this one works. Oh, look. Here's a trigger.
She was going for a bloody detonator.
Good job we dropped it in.
We made the right call, sir.
I'll bet your ass. We got a location on the wolf.
The attic of the Al-Qatala townhouse was a gold mine. Looks like we found the wolf.
Lots of justification here, isn't it, for doing the right thing. Look at all this intelligence that we've uncovered. Kind of conveniently, I'm guessing games like this conveniently ignore the fact that all those innocent people have been massacred in drone strikes that had nothing to do with the target.
Communications from
That would make a crap game, wouldn't it?
the laptop were tracked to Ramaza Hospital in Urzikstan, where the Al-Qatala lead.
Al-Qatala, they're incredibly creative, aren't they? These people that designed this game.
Is believed to be holed up.
Back to the wolf. What's Wolfie doing? Naughty wolf. There we go. There's Alex. Is that Captain Price? Or is that another one? And da-na-na. There you go, folks. I've finally done it. I finally had a bit of a light-hearted critique. Possibly a bit of seriousness dropped in, wasn't it? About one of these Call of Duty games. Hope you got something from it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Hello friend, I hope this finds you well. My name's Chris THRALL. I'm a former Royal Marines Commando and I fought my way back from chronic trauma and addiction to live, work and travel in 80 countries across all 7 continents, achieving all of my dreams and goals along the way. Now I pass my simple system on to other people, but I can only help you if you like and subscribe. So please do so, because you get one life, and if you live it right, one is enough.